Bhakti Yoga, the science of devotional service.
Vidhana Artham, for executing.
Vidhana Artham, for executing.
Katham, how.
Katham, how.
Pashyema, can observe.
Pashyema, can observe.
He certainly.
He certainly.
Striya, women.
Striya, women.
Translation of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto Chapter 8, verse 20. Please repeat after me. You yourself descend to propagate the transcendental science of devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators.
You yourself descend to propagate the transcendental science of devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators,
who are purified by being able to discriminate between matter and spirit.
Who are purified by being able to discriminate between matter and spirit.
How then can we women know you perfectly?
How
then can we women know you perfectly? Purport. Even the greatest philosophical speculators cannot have access to the region of the Lord. It is said in the Upanishads that the supreme truth, the absolute personality of Godhead, is beyond the range of the thinking power of the greatest philosopher. He is unknowable by great learning or by the greatest brain. He is knowable only by one who has his mercy. Others may go on thinking about him for years together, yet he is unknowable. This very fact is corroborated by the queen, who is playing the part of an innocent woman. Women in general are unable to speculate like philosophers, but they are blessed by the Lord because they believe at once in the superiority and almightiness of the Lord, and thus they offer obeisances without reservation. The Lord is so kind that he does not show special favor only to one who is a great philosopher. He knows the sincerity of purpose. For this reason only, women generally assemble in great number in any sort of religious function. In every country and in every sect of religion, it appears that the women are more interested than the men. This simplicity of acceptance of the Lord's authority is more effective than showy, insincere religious fervor.
Hari Om Tat Sadom Jnanativrandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pathaka Swamin Iti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayine Gaurakata Damadhaya Nagara Grama Tarine Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavate Pasyatya Desatine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Nama, Hare Gopal Govindaram, Sri Madhusudanam, Mukam Karodi Vachalam Bangulam Gaite, Girimetrapa Tamahamande, Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda, Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. So this is a very beautiful verse. Every verse is very beautiful, from the Kunti's prayer, and this is absolute truth. Every word of her, is very essential, because she is not talking as a woman. Actually, she is not talking as a mother of Arjuna. Actually, she is not talking about aunt of Krishna. Actually, she is just talking as a very advanced, pure devotee of the Lord. This first platform you should understand from where who is speaking. Okay, so but she is so humble. Okay, so take to that particular position, and actually she is in a Paramahamsa state, to be very specific. But of course, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it is said that Striyo Vaishyas Tata Shudra. And in Bhagavatam also, it is said that Sri Sudra Dvija Bandhu Nam. Sudra, Stri, and Dvija Bandhu. Dvija Bandhu means those who are born in Brahmana family or Kshatriya family, high caste. So that is the Vedic system. The Chaturmarnam Vaya Srishtam Gunakarma Vibhagasa. But here we need to understand that what Prabhupada has written in the purport very beautifully, that we don't only see one side, that okay, women are less intelligent, women are less intelligent. Along with that, women are less intelligent, we must also need to see that Sri Sudra Dvija Bandhu. Not only women and Sudra. Women is better than Sudra, and Sudra is better than Dvija Bandhu. So this is the sequence in the Vedic injunction it is given. So whenever we think of authoritatively women are less intelligent, we should also think of women are blessed, because it is written by Srila Prabhupada in the purport. Women are blessed easily by the Supreme Personality of Godhead for only one good reason. What is the good reason? The good reason is that they accept the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the reason why so much of gathering of women. Our Guru Maharaj has almost 48% women disciples all over the world. Okay. Guru Maharaj does not consider a distinction between women and men, devotees. That doesn't mean he allows them to mingle. He knows what to do. So he is creating devotees. He is creating Brahmanis and Brahmana. He has given second initiation to many thousands of lady disciples. So we must understand that a Shudra, who is supposed to accept the supremacy of a boss, is not so fortunate enough, for he does not understand Krishna because of his ignorance. On the other hand, women on this platform is very intelligent, that she accepts the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is the fortunate position to be a woman in this Kali Yuga, especially. Otherwise, why there is majorities women wherever there is a large gathering of religious functions or the spirituality? It shows, it is a proof that the women are better than Shudra, because they are intelligent. What is intelligent? Intelligence is Yajantihi Sumedasha. Those who accept Krishna, his holy name, to be the supreme, is called intelligent. This is Bhagavatam is telling, Yajantihi Sumedasha. Intelligent people accept this Kali Yuga chanting of Hare Krishna and this Bhagavatam reading. So women are doing it. How can you call women are less intelligent? Prabhupada has not called it here, but then though Shastra says, the Shastra is telling on the material platform, because as long as Krishna is concerned, Vedai said Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto. How can Shastra know Krishna? Because the Shastra is created by Krishna. Krishna is known by his devotees only, not by the Shastra which is created by Krishna. So that is why Krishna himself did not know about himself. So he has to take up a devotee's role to understand himself, that how the devotee has love for Krishna. What is that attracting the devotee so much that they're dedicating everything beyond even understanding of Lord Krishna? So here the devotee is more important. Paramahamsas, the Paramahamsanam, that is very, very important. And Kunti Devi, she is in the Paramahamsa stage without any doubt. And though that is the same thing which is corroborated by the queen. So she is playing the part of an innocent woman. That means what? This means that she is an eternal servant of Krishna. Like Arjuna, she is eternally associated with Krishna as a devotee, but she is playing a role of an innocent woman here. So that does not make her an innocent woman under the conditioned soul. Like Guru Maharaj is descending here, he is not a conditioned soul. He plays the role of a conditioned soul here. But he is not conditioned soul. He is here to liberate others. Similarly, here, Kunti has come. Queen Kunti, she is from a spiritual world. She doesn't belong here. She is not a fallen conditioned soul that, okay, somehow or the other, she got association and gone back to Godhead. No, she came to assist Krishna. And she is not a demigod, just like others, Yadu dynasty. No, she is a pure devotee of Krishna from the very beginning, eternally. And she knows only Krishna and Krishna knows only her. It is on that platform that Kunti is situated. But she is playing the part of an innocent woman. That is the point here. That is why she said, what can we understand? We are simple women. Great stalwart speculators cannot understand you. Great mystic yogis cannot understand you. We women cannot do this mystic yoga system and speculation because we are less intelligent. That means the speculation is material. That is the meaning we need to understand. Because speculation requires mind. Mind and intelligence are part of the, what is that, subtle body of the man. So, and mind cannot speculate anything beyond what he has past experience. This is very clearly affirmed in 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Mind can never ever speculate on something that he has not witnessed or he has not experienced in his past lives. The only problem with mind is that it does not know the relation or the sequence of activities that he had experienced in the past. So it will just mix up something and something meaninglessly and produce. This is called a mental speculation, where it is completely material. There is nothing intelligent in it actually. Okay. So the most important point here is not considering Kunti as an ordinary woman, and Prabhupada has written, women in general are unable to speculate like philosophers. That is the blessing. That is the blessing that they are getting. They are blessed by the Lord because they believe at once in the superiority and almightiness of the Lord. What else you want? The speculators' conclusion, they already know. They cannot speculate. Why they should speculate? They already know the conclusion of the so-called speculators. So they know the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of God. That is the purpose of all kind of speculation and all kind of yoga system and everything, and engage them in the service. So, and not only that, they are, believe at once in the superiority of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but also they immediately perform devotional service. What do? They offer obeisances without reservation. They offer obeisances. If Sudras and men can do only this much, they can be very intelligent. Then you can call them intelligent. Just accept with the simplicity in the heart Krishna's supremacy and offer obeisances unto him without any reservation. This is a qualification of women to be not placed in the less intelligent category. If these two things are there in any women, you cannot consider them less intelligent, because they are really, Adanti Sumedasha category, they have come. They are really intelligent. And Shudra can also do that. They have the opportunity. Anyway, Shudra needs a boss. Why not take the supreme boss? Anyway, Shudra has to fall at the feet of some, boss. Okay, be it a company owner, or be it a manager, or be it whatever it is, be it a Vaishya or, Brahmana or Kshatriya. But why not he also accept? Because in this Kali Yuga, Sarvadharman Paritecha has happened. There is no Varnashrama prevailed here. So even Sudra, low class of the Sudra, can follow the women and then accept the supremacy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and immediately offer obeisances to him without any reservation. So this will automatically really make him progress in Krishna consciousness. So this is a very beautiful purport. I love this purport. Prabhupada has hidden so much of very strong meaning within each sentence of this particular purport. Because he is telling that, you see how they are blessed. They are blessed, and immediately they are performing devotional service by offering obeisances. Man manabhava madbhakto madhyajima namashkuru. Namashkuru. They are obeying the order of the Supreme Personality of God as soon as they accept the Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God, and without reservation they do it. This is what Krishna wants. Exactly. That is why Krishna is voluntarily blessed. They didn't ask for blessing. They simply accept Krishna's supremacy and offered obeisances. That means that they've given up every other aspect and they have surrendered unto Krishna. That's all. They have obeyed Krishna. Immediately Krishna is blessed. Immediately. This is the beauty. So everyone should take to this particular position due to our disqualification in this age of Kali, and simply with the simplicity accept the Lord's authority and then offer obeisances to Krishna. Then everything will fall into place. Because in this 5,000 years ago, when Kunti was talking, why she's talking so much that we are women, how we can understand it all? Because at that time, the Gunakarma Vibhagasa was existing, not like now in Kali Yuga. At that time, the Varnashrama Dharma, to re-establish the Varnashrama Dharma, only the entire Dharmic war was happened. The entire Mahabharata took place. So there the Brahmana is qualification, and the Shudra and Dvija are not qualification, not like today's. But what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not say those men who got birth in India. He didn't say those women who got birth in India. He simply said Prithivite Ache Yata Nagaradi Grama Sarvata Prachara Haibo More Nama, and Bharata Bhumile Hoile Janmayara Apna Sartha Kara Kara Paravakara. So anyone who got birth in the great India, that is your Bharata Varsha, India, it doesn't matter men or women. This is called science of Krishna. Apna Sartha Karo means where the Tattvavit, you must understand the science of Krishna, accept Krishna's supremacy, supreme authority, and offer obeisances unto him. That is called knowing science of Krishna. That is Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Once you know science of Krishna, go and preach. Be you women or man, doesn't matter. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not discriminate in his order. He has given very few orders, 1 or 2 orders, and that order he has not discriminate men or women. So this does not mean that, okay, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't know. You can't say that, right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of God. His words are pretty clear like sunlight. There is no need of any purport or explanation for that. That is why not much of the purport is given in the Chaitanya Charitamrita comparing to your Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So it's very clear like sunlight by itself, whatever Lord Chaitanya spoke. And is very clearly spoken. So he has not mentioned any women Diksha Guru or men Diksha Guru. He said, if you are born in India, then become Krishna conscious by knowing science of Krishna, that is Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and go and preach outside and make disciples. Sare Guru ho ye hamara agya. He has given order. You must become a spiritual master. So, is there anybody who is superior to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who says that no, women are not allowed to be Diksha Guru? Absolutely not. Because GBC is appointed for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not to act against him. So in this way, we must clearly understand that Prabhupada's purports are abundantly giving information and knowledge for us to, so that we will not mislead ourselves or mislead the mass or deviate from the, philosophical line of disciplic succession. So Shantha Gopi has to do something, or let's proceed to the next.
So we can proceed. Ma'am is driving. Ma'am is driving, sir. We can proceed.
So let us go to the next verse. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, verse 21. Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Not here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya cha.
Devaki Nandanaya cha.
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya.
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Nama.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya
Krishnaya
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki
Devaki
Nandanaya
Nandanaya
Cha
Cha.
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya
Nanda
Nanda
Gopa
Gopa
Kumaraya
Kumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Nama.
Govindaya Namo
Govindaya Namo
Namaha
Namaha.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya
Krishnaya
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki
Devaki
Nandanaya
Nandanaya
Cha.
Cha
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya
Nanda
Nanda
Gopa
Gopa
Kumaraya
Kumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya
Govindaya
Namo
Namo
Namaha.
Nama. Synonyms. Krishnaya, the Supreme Lord.
Krishnaya, the Supreme Lord.
Vasudevaya, unto the son of Vasudeva.
Vasudevaya, unto the son of
Devaki Nandanaya
Vasudeva.
unto the son of Nanda
Devaki Nandanaya, unto the son of Devaki.
Devaki
Devaki
Nandaya
Devaki
unto the son
Nandanaya,
of
unto the son
Devaki.
of Devaki.
Cha and
two Kalson pack
Cha and
and
Nanda Gopa, Nanda and the cowherd men.
Nanda Gopa, Nanda and the cowherd men.
Hey, get something for me also. Kumaraya, unto their son.
Kumaraya, unto their son.
Govindaya, unto the personality of Godhead.
Govindaya, unto the personality of Godhead,
Who enlivens the cows in the senses.
who enlivens the cows and the senses.
Nama, respectful obeisances.
Nama, respectful obeisances.
Nama, obeisances.
Nama, obeisances.
Translation, please repeat after me. Let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord.
Let me
Let me
therefore
therefore offer my
unto
respectful
the Lord,
obeisances unto the Lord,
Who has become the son of Vasudeva,
who has
who has
become the
become
son
the
of
son of
Vasudeva,
Vasudeva,
the pleasure of Devaki,
the
the
pleasure
pleasure
of
of
Devaki,
Devaki,
the boy of Nanda,
the
the boy of
boy of
Nanda,
Nanda,
and the cowherd men of Vrindavana,
and the
and the
cowherd men of
other
Vrindavan,
cowherd men of
and the
Vrindavan,
enlivener of the cows and the senses.
and the
and the
enlivener
enlivener of
of
the
the
cows
cows
and the
and the senses.
This one verse is as good as Brahma Samhita. Purport.
Purport. The Lord, being thus unapproachable by any material assets, out of unbounded and causeless mercy, descends to the earth as he is in order to show his special mercy upon his unalloyed devotees and to diminish the upsurges of the demoniac persons. Queen Kunti specifically adores the incarnation or descent of Lord Krishna above all other incarnations, because in this particular incarnation, he is more approachable. In the Rama incarnation, he remained a king's son from his very childhood, but in the incarnation of Krishna, although he was the son of a king, he at once left the shelter of his real father and mother, King Vasudeva and Queen Devaki, just after his appearance and went to the lap of Yashoda Mai to play the part of an ordinary cowherd boy in the blessed Brajabhumi, which is very sanctified because of his childhood pastimes. Therefore, Lord Krishna is more merciful than Lord Rama. He was undoubtedly very kind to Kunti's brother Vasudeva and the family. Had he not become the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, Queen Kunti could not claim him to be her nephew and thus address Krishna in parental affection. But Nanda and Yashoda are more fortunate because they could relish the Lord's childhood pastimes, which are more attractive than all other pastimes. There is no parallel to his childhood pastimes as exhibited at Brajabhumi, which are replicas of his eternal affairs in the original Krishna Loka, described as the Chintamani Dham in the Brahma Samhita. Lord Sri Krishna descended himself at Brajabhumi with all his transcendental entourage and paraphernalia. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore confirmed that no one is as fortunate as the residents of Brajabhumi, and specifically the cowherd girls, who dedicated their everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. His pastimes with Nanda and Yashoda and his pastimes with the cowherd men, and especially with the cowherd boys and the cows, have caused him to be known as Govinda. Lord Krishna as Govinda is more inclined to the Brahmanas and the cows, indicating thereby that human prosperity depends more on these two items, namely Brahminical culture and cow protection. Lord Krishna is never satisfied
Why you people will
where
take
these are lacking.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Again, very beautiful words.
plain dosa, yeah. Come without onion garlic, whatever you guys will have, it's okay. I can
Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Naha. Very easy words to remember and recite, and this is the perfect definition of Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ete Chamsa Kala Pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So Krishna lives, his devotee calls him rather than Krishna Govinda. He loves them, calling him as a son of Devaki, son of Vasudeva or Vasudeva, or boy of Nanda and the pleasure of Yashodamai and Devaki. So this is how his devotee calls Krishna affectionately, and anyone calls him with these particular terms, you can know that they are not ordinary. They're very advanced Paramhamsa stage. And Kuti Devi, she is, she actually started with was started by recognizing him his supremacy and offering him obeisances. Namasye Purusham Twadhyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param. That is how he starts. So she says, I offer my obeisances unto the person Purusham, who is Prakrite Param, who is beyond this material manifestation. So Krishna, he is Ishwara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadiradi Govinda, Sarvakarana Karanam. From the beginning, he never ever had a material body in any of his incarnation, nor by himself when he appeared. So there was no question of having a material body for Krishna. That is why in the beginning Kunti Devi gave the understanding of God. That is Purusha, Supreme Purusha, Parama, Supreme Purusha, Prakrite Param, Purusham, Swadhyam, Namaste. So this is the thing that Kunti started. First of all, he is not in person. Second, he is Purusha. And he is not a Purusha of this material world. So he is Prakriti Param. So he is a Purusha of beyond the material world. Very beautiful, composition of prayers of Kunti Devi. If you see word to word, you will understand how advanced words are. Even great devotees cannot easily understand. So it needs completely a dedication and association of a pure devotee to understand these particular verses with choices poetry, that is called. She selects the choice poetry. She selects and sings Krishna's glorification so wonderfully, so perfectly. How can you think of her a woman after all? Very advanced devotee. So the impersonalists, they cannot even accommodate in the poor fund of knowledge how the supreme absolute truth can be a person. But here, Kunti, beginning itself, she said, he is a Purusha and is not the Purusha of material, he is Prakriti Param. So this is the beauty of how devotees see. They are beyond the concept of impersonal Brahman and Paramatma. Directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead, beyond this material creation. Devotees are as much beyond this material creation as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Devotees knows that Krishna is as a person as much as they are also persons. So now that personality, see, he is invisible to the foolish people, she said. They are invisible. How he is invisible, that is also given. And now here she is telling Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya. So Vasudeva concept is all-pervading actually, that even impersonalist uses. But here she says Vasudeva is son of Vasudeva, very clearly. The meaning. It is not just Vasudeva platform she is talking about. She is talking about, that is why she added Devaki Nandanaya, so that, the foolish cannot understand this. It has to be impersonal Brahman Vasudeva platform. Vasudeva means all-pervading also. That is another meaning. But then here, It is this Vasudeva. What Vasudeva? He is also all pervading, no doubt about it. Even if you take that meaning, it's not wrong. But then she says she's a son of Vasudeva. And Devaki Nandan, she's the pleasure of Devaki. So that is actually Kunti Devi is very clearly defined the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, distinct from any other kala, any other of his incarnation, including the impersonal Brahman and Paramatma super soul. As a Paramatma, he is Hridesha Arduna Tishtati, Ishwar Sarva Bhutana. As a Vasudeva platform, he is there. And the realization take place as we go through the science of Krishna gradually from Bhagavad Gita to Bhagavatam, Bahunam Janmanam Ante. It is said in the Bhagavad Gita, it's not so easy to understand Krishna. But we are very fortunate that we have associated with the devotees who understand Krishna, who knows the science of Krishna by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this whole Acharya Parampara currently prevails here. So they are so kind enough, they're so merciful that even they have exhibited the supremacy of Krishna in that language, in that manner that even a foolish person like us can very easily understand. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is one without a second. Just see, Etai Samsa Kalapumsa, all other incarnations, plenary portions of plenary portions, expansions, everything is subordinate to Krishna. Ekale Ishvara Krishna, or Asrabhritya. So clear, so clear, so easily understandable. This Krishna, he was not understandable as he is now by so many millions of janmas, Bahunam Janmanamante, and then by great yogis, jnanis, nobody was able to understand after undergoing severe austerities and penances. The scene. And but here, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and our Acharya Parampara Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, we very easily understand what Kunti is telling. We are able to understand, right? We know that, okay, Krishna Vasudeva is the son of Vasudeva. Devaki Nandanaya is the son of Devaki. Nanda Gopa Kumara is the boy of Nanda. And Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So he is also called Govinda affectionately. So very nicely we can easily understand Krishna as he is, just because by the mercy of Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj and the Parampara. So this is Vasudeva realization today in this particular Kali Yuga. Otherwise, after many births only, Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samhatma Sudurlabha. Many births of continuous education of analyzing and studying Vedas will one come to the platform that Vasudeva Sarvamiti. That is not the ultimate platform they should come to. They should start Bhakti Yoga after that. Once they come to know Vasudeva Sarvamiti, then they should learn how to do devotion service. Again, they need some association of devotees so that they will learn, okay, after knowing this knowledge, what I should do. That they don't know. They were just searching for the absolute truth. Somehow or the other, after many births, they have come to the conclusion, okay, Vasudeva Krishna is all in all. But then after that, what they should do, that they have to learn again by associating a devotee. So unless otherwise, dust of the lotus feet of a pure devotee is not taken onto one's head, he can never ever understand Krishna, nor can he perform devotional service. This is the statement of Prahlad Maharaj. So we have to very seriously take this point. Unless otherwise you take the dust of the lotus feet of a pure devotee on your head, it is not possible to become a devotee, to understand Krishna or perform devotional service in a manner that is acceptable. So that is why we take shelter, we take initiation, take the dust of the lotus feet of Guru Maharaj on our head. Whenever we have an opportunity to wash his lotus feet, we sprinkle the lotus water on our head. So this is very important, and this is the beginning of spiritual life. Actually, if that is missing, then whatever you do, Bahunam Janmanam Ante, no use. You will not understand devotional service. Then what to speak of the person to whom the service is rendered? So this is very important. The first service is like this. And then comes Sravanam, Kirtanam, chant Hare Krishna mantra and hear repeatedly. Take prasadam. They are the two business of the tongue. One is eating prasadam, another is Kirtanam. Then you will realize. Very simple method. Sevan Mukehi Jikwado, Soyam Evas Pratyada. Krishna will reveal. Unless Krishna wants to reveal, you cannot know. Don't think this Bhavanam, Janmanam, Ante speculators are great. No. Krishna saw that, okay, these people are life after life, they are just struggling. Let me give them a little realization. So he gives them. And so they know, okay, Vasudeva Sarvamiti. And such persons also very rare, it is specified. Then what to speak of Sevan Mukhehi Jikhvado Swayam Eva Spratyada? Unless otherwise you have another person's association who is the pure devotee, who is engaged in the pure unalloyed loving devotional service without reservation or without any disturbance, where is a question of learning and performing devotional service? There is no chance. So the endeavor in the loving devotional service, that will make you qualified, that will give you association of such a pure person, pure devotee. Krishna will reveal. Krishna will reveal. Swayam Yeva Spratyada. Krishna is very much anxious to take you back home, back to God. But we are stubborn. We don't wish. So he is always finding out some opportunity how we can be canvassed to take back home, back to God. So just like an affectionate father, the rascal son left his father loitering in the street and have no shelter, no food, suffering so much. And that is our position, those who are in the material world. The father is more anxious to take the boy home, naturally, right? So Krishna is the supreme father, and all the living entities you find on this material plane in the material cosmic manifestation, they are all exactly like the misled child of the big rich man loitering in the street. So therefore, the greatest benefit of the human society is to give Krishna consciousness, and that person will be more dear to Krishna. No one else is dearer than him to Krishna. Now you see Kunti Devi is preaching. Now Kunti Devi is directly speaking to the Lord. She is simply glorifying, and glorifying is also preaching. Now we are all learning from Kunti, because she is playing the role in the Srimad Bhagavatam. This is very, very important point that she has mentioned already. The Lord is unapproachable. He is irrevocable, and he is not visible to anybody. So where are you searching then? So we have to take association of the devotee who has seen, who has been approached, who has approached Krishna, who has seen Krishna. That is very important. That mercy of such an unalloyed devotee is very important for demoniac persons like us to become Krishna consciousness. So here also it is said that Kunti Devi loves amongst all the incarnations. Jayadeva, he loved 10 incarnations. So he has written a Dasavatara Stotram. But Kunti loved only one incarnation amongst all. That is Krishna's incarnation. That she has specified here. She adores the incarnation or a descent of the Lord Krishna above all other incarnations. Not 10 incarnation like Jayadev, and she is writing a Dasavatara Stotra. No, she is writing only one stotra. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Very simple. This is pure devotee. This is pure devotee. Because she found that amongst all the incarnation, this is the incarnation where he was approachable. See how she selects. How she selects the incarnation. She loves that incarnation because he is approachable. In Rama incarnation, he remained a king from very childhood. But in the incarnation of Krishna, though he was son of a king only, but he was available. He left Vasudeva and Devaki immediately after he appeared, after his appearance. And he went to the lap of Yasodamayi, play the part of an ordinary cowherd boy. He is making himself available. So she loves this adoration, this incarnation. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was more available, so we love Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is same Krishna only. But Gauranga, he is more available and he is more freely, he is mingling with the conditioned soul, fallen soul, not only selected, at least Krishna, though available, he has told, okay, all of you guys come in the Yadu dynasty, I am coming there. So he came. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, though he also comes with his associate like Panchatattva and Ishwara Puri and so on, but Acharya Ratna and so on, but here Sachimata and Neelambra, what is his name? Jagannath Mishra, so many associate. But then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made himself available to a fallen conditioned soul who has never gone back to God. Not only he was with only descendant soul. This is a beauty. So he was more available than Krishna. He is more available even now. So this is the beauty. So that is a Gaurakata Damadaya Nagaragrama Tarine. Now, so Kunti personally liked the Krishna's incarnation because at that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not come. If he would have come, no doubt that Kunti would have got Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and praised. Of course, he is Krishna. But in her time, only Krishna's incarnation was the most adorable for her. She did that. So she found that Krishna is more merciful than Rama, because despite he also got birth in a Kshatriya family, and Kunti is also Kshatriya. So he was made himself available to everybody, to ordinary people. He didn't perform the Kshatriya dharma there. Rather, he has made himself available. So, and another important point, Prabhupada is telling that Kunti, she could not claim him to be her nephew because he has left the Kshatriya family. And so she is addressing as a parental affection, in parental affection. Nanda and Yashoda, they are more fortunate because they could relish the Lord's childhood pastimes, unlike Devaki and Vasudeva. Because childhood pastimes are more attractive than all other pastimes of Krishna. That is why this is the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Mukha. The face of Krishna is 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, because it has full of childhood pastimes which are more attractive than any other pastimes. There is no parallel to his childhood pastimes at all on Brajabhumi. So this is the beauty, and she loves that particular aspect of Krishna in its childhood pastime. So she mentioned parental affection, how she is giving parental affection, because she's quoting Vasudeva, Devaki, Nanda, Yashoda. So this shows that she is in the parental affection, Vatsalya Bhava. Kunti Devi is in the Vatsalya Bhava. So that is very clearly mentioned by Srila Prabhupada's purport. We can understand that. And her verse is, almost as good as Brahma Samhita, I told as soon as we read the verse. Now here Prabhupada also quoting the Chintamani Dhamma in the Brahma Samhita about the Krishna Loka. So he descended along with the Vrajabhumi. Not that he has descended to the material plane, unlike other incarnations. No, he has come with his own abode. He came with his house. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has confirmed that no one is as fortunate as the residents of Vrajabhumi. He also told the cowherd girls should be taken as example for us to follow, because they are the pure devotees. And his pastimes with Nanda and Yashoda, his pastimes with cowherd men, especially with the cowherd boys and the cows that have, made in Govinda, known as Govinda. So Kunti Devi is mentioning everything, almost all the pastimes here in this one verse. She has very beautifully, that's why it's like Brahma Samhita. She has told everything, the most lovable incarnation, Krishna, that how he is more inclined towards, cows and brahmanas. Very, very beautiful, and give her the senses pleasure. So many things that she has put into this one verse, Krishnaya Govindaya, Krishnaya Vasudevaya, Devaki Nandanaya Cha, Nanda Gopa Kumaraya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. So, what is the time now? Oh, 8:11. So let's wind up here. Any questions, comments, or realization? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you very much for your association. So we'll assemble again tomorrow morning, start sharp at 5 o'clock with the chanting of the congregational holy name of the Lord, and then followed by Srimad Bhagavatam class. Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Patita Pawan Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Patita Pawan Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So what time Preeti Rupini is expected in the airport?
3:30 or 4.
3:30 will be too late for her. What time is her flight?
6.
Oh, okay. Then 3:30 is okay.
But we are coming to Panihati. If you can
Okay.
reach there, then it is very nice. If you are near the airport, then you can even take a Toto.
Yeah, I am near
We will
airport.
be
I am
first coming
thinking
to
about the
Ampi.
luggage.
We'll speak later. I'll call you.
Yes. Jai Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.